Hi, I'm Liz Hensley. I'm a realtor with Registered Real Estate Advisors, and today I'm going to tell you some of the things that make me a little different from other agents out in the field. What I do for my clients is I go the extra mile. You can kind of call me your undercover realtor. I provide a concierge service for those people who are too busy to go look for their own home, and what that means is the first step, they need to get qualified. Talk to a lender. If they don't have a lender of their own, I will refer them to someone, because the most important part of this whole process is to get that magic pay-to-play letter, as I like to call it, that a lender says you are financially qualified to buy a house. That's the most important piece. The next thing I'll do, if I have someone who is too busy to look at homes on their own, and I've had some folks that I've done this for, say you work 50, 60 hours a week, by the time you get home, you do not want to go out looking at houses. Let's have a dialogue. What's your price range? What area of town do you want to be in? What style of home do you like? We'll start communicating through the homes that we see on HAR. I'll get a feel for my clients' expectations and needs, and then I will go out and I will personal shop for them during the day. I'll preview homes. That comes as a free service. At the end of the day, I will send them some emails, or try to catch them by phone, and I will give them my findings. For some clients, I have sat outside and listened for when the train goes by. There's going to be a noise issue. I've gone through and seen how many police officers live in a neighborhood. For some folks, that means a lot to know that their local constables are living there in their neighborhood. Makes them feel safe. I'll check what some of the bus patterns are. If there's lots of kids being dropped off at 3 o'clock, clients will tell me what their demographic is that they're looking for. They want a busy neighborhood, child-free neighborhood, all kinds of different needs that are there that sometimes it takes being out in the field to get that information. Data's great, but in the end, a person is choosing a home, hopefully, to live there, to build a lifestyle, to develop relationships with their neighbors, to be a part of their neighborhood for a long-term relationship, not for a year or two. One of my favorite stories of clients that I have worked with were some folks whose husband was living here in Houston, had been for 8 months, and the rest of his family had been left behind while he was getting established here. Wife was back home looking at homes online, sending he and I links to properties that she liked. So her husband and I would go and look as soon as we could when he was off of work for homes that met her criteria, give back our feedback. In the end, she ended up picking a house that she never saw in person until the day she drove up in the U-Haul truck with all their belongings and their kids, and she loved it. That house was in Northampton. I had no influence over which home they chose, but it was very important to her to get a feel for what that neighborhood was. And it's still her favorite neighborhood. She loves her neighbors. She is very happy that they've bought there. So just to recap, I work hard for my clients who are committed and qualified, wanting to buy a home. I will go that extra mile for those folks. And I want them to call me Liz Hensley, their realtor, for life.